Good evening, everyone. Welcome back from the comfort zone. Time to reflect about hard truths. Um, I was enjoying the presentation and I was thinking, let's end it here. But that would be foolish of us because tonight we need to build some responsible women who are going to make sure that they're investing wisely. And tonight is not about being someone else. It's about you being more intentional about the money that already passes through your hands. Because to be very honest, as women, we are hard workers and we can do it. So my name is Corinne Madana. I am a stockbroker by profession. Um, I started off as an accountant and I stumbled upon being a stockbroker. So I was a very nice girl and I was in my comfort zone. I never wanted to be a stockbroker, but somewhere along the line, here I am, a stockbroker. I am the managing director of Invest IQ, Oak Wealth, the first predominantly female-owned company in Zimbabwe. So we are here to say, women, it can be done. And we are here to say we are here to assist. So we need to be intentional. 2025 is long past and gone. I think we need to move from the regrets, what we overspent, what we didn't spend, what we've just saved and not grown. And we now need to move on to 2026 with a resolution to be wealthy, to be stinking rich, to be over the top making money. Oh, yes, and men in the group. Thank you, Maimba, for reminding me. Sorry about that. I get so passionate when I start speaking about women. So today is not about dreaming. It's not about being apologetic to say, uh, why should I get that opportunity? And maybe my kids first, or my spouse first, my partner first, or let me ensure that my friend who wants to borrow money first. It's about you. I just need you today to be selfish, to be unapologetic, to be bold, and make sure that you empower yourself. So let's think about it. I know money is not people's favorite subject. We'd rather talk about health, we'd rather talk about shopping for shoes, but I'm just asking you to just freeze your usual thought process and think about money. It's interesting, Doc. Thank you so much for your presentation. The the mistakes that we make as women pertaining to money. I would like to just ask you in the chat, did do you know the price of gold today? Do you know the price of oil today? The international price. Just type yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. I just want you to just have a feel of what's going on. Okay, so we have no idea about the price of gold. Um, oh yes, Noreen, well done. She knows the price of gold today. Well done. Okay, no clue. Oh, Sharon knows the price of gold today. Why do I ask about the price of gold? After we trade in US dollars, the the world economy revolves around gold. It's tradable in yen, in pounds, everywhere in the world. People can exchange gold as and it is a measure of wealth. So if you want to be wealthy and you have no idea about the price of gold, food for thought. Okay. So now we go to the financial resolutions. Why do most resolutions fail? Firstly, because we don't write them down. We don't think about them intentionally. We also do not seek enough information. So before we go through what is on the slide, as women, we are thinking financial matters are not for us. Why should I know? When we go to the doctor, we usually say, I'm feeling this, I'm feeling that. And then the doctor says, oh, for that headache or for that backache, I prescribed XYZ. But why are we not like that with our finances? We think that somehow it will sort itself out. So, firstly, we don't make the resolutions. But when we do make the resolutions, they usually fade by March because we're not intentional. Being honest with ourselves. The thinking that Dr. Lewis was speaking about is not there. We just think that it'll fall into place, and we are not intentional. We are not disciplined. For whatever we have said, this is the budget for the friends, for the gifts, as Dr. Lewis said. We don't stick to it. We then decide to dip into that place that we're not supposed to dip into, or our goals lose clarity because we don't have systems. So, for example, I may be running a business, and at the same time, I have a full-time job. The funds that I get from my business are not documented. The funds that I am getting from work, I'm not putting in a separate account and accounting for it. I'm not tracking what I spent. I am not tracking who I lent. I'm also taking on unnecessary debt that I don't need to have. So we lose clarity because we don't have systems in place. So let's separate. If I'm at work or if I'm owning a business, let's have those Chinese walls between. And the life pressures hit, the fees, the rent, the emergencies that are not budgeted for. We need to have the emergencies on the side, the investments on the side, the day-to-day expenses on the side. And they say that it takes about 21 days for you to set in a habit. So we are on day 19 of the year 2026. How far are you looking in terms of investment, in terms of spending, and in terms of working on your wealth? And then we have the common disease that is akin to women, fear of investing. We fear to lose money. But what's the point of putting money under the pillow that is not increasing in value? What is the point of taking your money to the safety deposit box at cabs and it is not increasing? January the 1st, it's 10,000 US. January the 15th, it's 10,000 US. December, it's still 10,000 US. So we fear losing money. We fear making the wrong choice. Oh, mind my spelling. We fear making a wrong choice. And we also have lack of knowledge and confidence. So in terms of lack of knowledge, have we researched enough? I feel that we don't read enough, we don't research enough, and also us as the financial institutions are not going out there enough. So it's a catch 2020. So ladies, no overgiving, no undersaving. Your dreams are valid. I'm not sure what it is that you have on your financial 2026 financial list, but please consider having a solid plan. The financial plan is in order. So please, can we not have women who are giving others at the expense of themselves? If I were to just ask in the chat, do you have 6 months worth of expenses set aside somewhere? If your expenses are $1,000, $20, whatever it is, do you have 6 months set aside somewhere?
Corinne, the majority of us are saying no. We also wish we could have those 6 month savings set aside somewhere. So the majority is no, not
Okay,
at all.
thank you, Mercy. Thank you,
Yeah.
Mercy. But how then do we, at any given time, put others at the expense of our own financial security? So we need to take a step back, introspect. We may be paycheck to paycheck. The paycheck may be 100 US, it may be 10,000 ZIG. But of that paycheck, set aside something for the rainy day, for the future. And when you set it aside, don't just put it somewhere. It should grow on your behalf. As you sleep in the comfort of your home, it should be growing somewhere. And the other reason we don't want to invest, or we don't want to seem to look greedy, we don't want to, and we emotionally spend. Doc has raised so much there. I avoid to continue to hammer on the point, but we avoid investment conversations. Why? Because we feel unsure, intimidated, and somehow we believe investing is not for you. But if you want to be rich, if you want to grow money, then you need to invest. You need to have this conversation. You need to sit down and start doing it. And you need to approach the licensed people for this. So you need to check who is my banker. Many of us withdraw and deposit money. But did you know that you could sit down with your banker and ask them, what investment is available for me? And they will say, we don't know, or we can't help. But most of the time, they'll definitely help. You need to see a financial advisor, one who will tell you, based on your financial plan, how can you raise money for XYZ? And you can sit down together and make that plan. You need to see an asset manager. An asset manager, you give them money, you give them boundaries, you give them parameters, and they'll grow your money. You need to see a stockbroker who will help you to invest in stocks, which we'll talk about a bit more. And then we also sometimes wait for permission. So I don't know who you think is coming to save you. I often remember the story of Rapunzel. She had to let down her hair so that she could have the handsome prince save her. But my friend, there ain't no handsome prince coming to save you. So please do not delay to make decisions. Never accept because you're a woman as a reason for doing or not doing anything. Please do not accept that. Dr. Lewis, could you chime in there?
Absolutely. I have a friend who always says, a man is not a financial plan, right? And too often, or Prince Charming isn't coming. And there was another friend who wrote a book. I don't know if you read the book, Corrine, that Barbara Stanny wrote. And it was called Prince Charming Isn't Coming. And it was about the fact that she gave all her money to her husband to invest, and he lost every penny. And she was
My
a very
goodness.
wealthy woman. So absolutely, I agree with you 100% that number one, you can do it. And number two, you should do it. So I'm with you.
All right, thank you. I haven't read that book, but it's going on my 2026 book list.
Yeah,
Thank
Prince
you.
Charming isn't coming. Mhm.
All right, thank you.